Hey, hello, guys. Eric West here, HawaiiRealEstate.org, coming to you live once again from the beautiful island of Maui, Hawaii. I've been standing here for like 20 minutes trying to get this phone to work. Hopefully it's gonna cooperate right now. It's been a minute since I've done a live. My apologies. I took a little bit of time off. Had to go back to the mainland to visit my wonderful parents, Sheridan and Honey West down in Colorado Springs. So much aloha, guys. It was wonderful seeing you guys. Also went to Minnesota, visited Lisa's mother, Nana Peggy in Westbrook, and did a little mountain biking in Cuyuna, and just took a little bit of much needed time off. So thank you guys for I mean, I'm sure you didn't even notice, but just in case you were wondering, but worked every single day, still doing real estate. So if you're new to the channel, my name is Eric West. I'm all about teaching you everything there is to know about Hawaii and its real estate, but you can't find in the listing. And today, just for the heck of it, I thought, hey, let's just jump right back into work and show you 54 Hakui Loop here in the beautiful Kaanapali Hillside neighborhood, which is actually where I live. So I know this neighborhood very, very well. And the claim to fame for this home is it's the largest house in all of Kaanapali Hillside, over 6,000 square feet. Now, if you're on the mainland watching this, you're thinking, that's kind of big. No, it's actually massive. A big house on Maui is like 3,000 square feet. So this is more than double what we consider a large home. This is not my listing. I'm actually here just kind of doing an expose for the listing agent. So in this capacity, I do a lot of listings, but if you're watching this video and you're potentially interested in this home or any other home on the beautiful island of Maui, I'd love to be your buyer's agent and represent you. In this market, of course, it's very important to have a buyer's agent because it's a buyer's market. So you need to know how to beat up those buyers. That's a lot of that's what's going on right now. So anyway, without any further ado, let's take a quick look around this house just for fun, because we can. Lisa's inside with the listing agent. Of course, the white unicorn never wants to be on camera, so we're going to sneak around the house. Maybe we'll get a sneak peek of her. But before we do that, let me just give you a quick location of where we're at. So we're on Hakui, the top of the neighborhood. So this is the back row. Okay, so you're one in from the back row. The back row of any neighborhood on Maui is known for having the best views because it's like theater style seating, right? It just is like a theater, it just goes up, 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 and up. So big, beautiful views from here. And yes, this home also offers exceptional views as well. So, and that's the most beautiful view of all, right? A Cummins diesel Ram 20, just kidding, just kidding. Anyway, this home has been meticulously maintained by the owners. They've owned it since 2014, and they've actually lived here full time. So that's why is that important? Because, are you ready for this? Taxes have actually gone up quite a bit for second homes. So whenever you purchase a home, you inherit whatever tax the property has. Now, that's assuming you're going to live here as well full time. You'll continue to have that low tax rate. But if it didn't have if it didn't have that primary homeowner's taxation rate, it would probably be over $30,000 a year. So you're going to inherit the current tax rate, which is probably under 10 grand. So, but again, you would have to file and continue that status, if you will, which is what, 270 days a year. You file taxes in the state of Hawaii and you fill out the form before the end of the year. And then it kicks in the following year. But again, you would inherit the tax bracket that this is currently in. Now, if it is going to be your second home, then eventually it would revert back to second home, but you would inherit at least 1 year of those low taxes. So here's the backyard, beautiful little bean pool, and it is made of tile, which you don't see. It's all tile, just like my home up in Mahana Estates. You don't see that very often. It's very expensive. Most of them are just sort of plaster. Nice little water feature with the dolphin right there. How is it so cool to know that from this home you could go down the street and pu'ukoli'i and literally be potentially swimming with dolphins. You don't just need to have a dolphin statue in your backyard. You could actually be swimming with spinner dolphins. I wish we had bottlenoses here. I don't think we do though. But here's a nice little water feature. It's not running currently, but you can see a nice backyard. There's like a running little creek back there, but it doesn't work at the moment, but that could be reinstalled, if you will, or reinvigorated. And then here's a shot of the outside of the home. A little bit of a side yard. This was set up as a dog run. So if you have dogs, this is already set up, all enclosed. You can just close off your dog right there. We have a empty lot next door, and there's also an empty lot below you, which might be a good idea to purchase. It is for sale, and that would basically protect your forever view. How many people start the house tour in the backyard? I don't know. For me, backyards are kind of important. Indoor, outdoor space is obviously a big deal on Maui. So here you have those beautiful doors that open up, nice covered lanai. And yeah, we spend more time outdoors than we do indoors on Maui. That's sort of the whole idea, right? Never ending summer, beautiful year round activities for everything: golfing, biking, and stair climbing. Are you ready? Here we go. Spiral staircase. I need one of these on my house, actually. Wife keeps bugging me for election day coming up here. So if you're on August, if you're on Maui and you live here and you vote, the primary deadline is tomorrow. If you don't know how it works, primaries first, general elections second. So it's really important that if you live on Maui, you go out and drop your voter ballot off today or tomorrow. Postage does not count. Doesn't matter if you postmark it tomorrow, it won't count. Got to be in the ballot box by tomorrow midnight or before the ballot close. So here's your view. So what's cool about this view is down the street, which means what? Well, obviously this whole neighborhood's pretty much built out, but that's never going away. And you don't have houses you're looking over, you're just looking down the street. Now this is that lot I told you below that is for sale. So technically, of course, someone else could buy this lot and build a home, and your view would be impacted. So I would say consider purchasing that lot if you have the ability to do so. And then these trees here need to be removed because the view, you're only seeing about half the view. If you topped these trees, because the dog park is right here, there's a beautiful dog park here in Kaanapali Hillside, you would basically pick up another beautiful 100, I'd say it's not a 180-degree view, but doubling the current ocean view that you're seeing. Pretty nuts, huh? So this is the nice, large upper lanai area. This is an original roof. It's not tiled, it's some kind of a composite. It's hanging in there pretty good, but it is probably ready for a new roof. So just kind of keep that in your negotiation notes, if you will. Let's see if we can get in here. I don't know if the door's open. Ah, it is. All right, we're going to start in the primary. Sorry. And of course, in Hawaii, we always take off our olukais before we go into a home. Like I said, I just got back from the mainland. It was weird. People are like walking around in their houses with shoes on. It's so weird. Now, this video is probably not giving, is not giving perspective on the size of this primary bedroom, but it is absolutely massive. I mean, look at it. You could, technically on Maui, this would be considered 3 bedrooms, but it could be made into 3 bedrooms, actually. Beautiful built-in. You can kind of see this nice woodwork here, solid wood. A lot of built-ins like this throughout the home. The kitchen has been remodeled at the expense of about 200 grand, but the rest of the home has not been remodeled, but you can see it's pretty nice, right? It's got granite countertops, beautiful travertine tile. You got some granite around that jetted, not a jetted tub, it's an air tub. And then of course this awesome view from the bathroom. So obviously they built the bathroom with that view in mind. And then up here on this level, you actually have 5 bedrooms total. So here we have the commode room with a nice, beautiful, tiled-in travertine shower. It actually is a steam room, and believe it or not, there's a sauna downstairs. So this was absolutely the pinnacle of luxury when this home was built, and it still is, in my opinion, to this day, because of the way it's been maintained. Here you have a nice theater room. Now this theater room does count as one of the bedrooms because it technically has a closet, but they've always used it as a theater room, which is pretty unique. You don't see many theater rooms on Maui. Now you do in $7, $8, $10 million homes, but not really ever in this price range at all. So this is kind of a nice feature. And then you have a number of bedrooms up here. It kind of turns into a little bit of a corn maze. I'll try not to get you too confused, but you can see a very nice sized bedroom here, which is en suite as a Jack and Jill. And there's bedroom number 3. So far, we've seen 3. This one is en suite with the Jack and Jill. And then we head over here to number 4. Also very good size. Now this one's pretty unique. It has its own ensuite bathroom, but you'll see a toilet, you'll see a shower, but then you go, wait a second, why is there a sink and toilet here again? Because this door actually pockets closed right here, so you could use it as a powder room. Say your guests are up here watching a movie with you, right? then they can go to the bathroom without interrupting the privacy of the actual ensuite. So it has a little powder room. So we've seen 4 bedrooms so far, and then over here is the fifth, which is basically a second primary. Again, just absolutely massive, full windows, walk-in closet over here, and then another 5-piece bathroom. Shower, tub, 2 sinks, and the commode. Commode's back there. There we go. All right, so far in the comments, what do you think? Is this nuts? Okay, ready for the first floor, so to speak? Because you're going to see something again that you rarely see in a home at this price point, or literally anywhere on Maui. So this nice big beautiful marble entry, super high ceilings, stained glass, very dramatic. You have the powder room right when you walk in for your guests. But then you have this, it's kind of old school, it's almost like East Coast style. You have this formal living room that you'll never use, which is okay. Again, very nice stained. And then you have this formal office. Look at this, man. Got wood up the walls, little library over there, doors that lead out to the pool in case you need a little break. You had a high pressure conference call, or your Zoom didn't quite go as you want, or you're just kind of getting bored of working, just jump out into the pool. But a very nice formal office. I just feel like an executive when I walk in there. And then at the end of a long day, you have your party bar ready to go. Look at that, man. Now, this is what my mom and dad had in every home we ever lived in. We always had a formal bar